Yeah.
Thanks, Kelly.
Now we'd like to have one with the winner alone.
Of course you would. All right.
How's this here?
All right. Well, listen, just take a hot shower and a good martini and you'll be in good shape.
A good martini?
Yeah.
Good martini, don't I tell you, I don't really mind losing, man, if I'm playing my game. It's very difficult to play a game, however, when the wrappings are on there like it was a Mickey Mouse tie.
Don't be blaming it on the wrappings.
Don't blame it on the wrappings? What should I blame it on, sir?
Well, I mean, if you cut it out with...
Who wrapped this thing?
Huh?
Did I wrap this or not?
I wrapped it.
Yes,
Hey.
you wrapped it, didn't you? And it slides around this way, that way, everywhere. I can't hold on to a rack. What do you expect from me?
Hey, well, listen, I mean, if you cut it out with the booze and the bras, you
The
don't
helmet,
have
look.
to worry about it.
The booze does not come out the palm of the hand, making the whole thing slush this way, that. I can't hold on. You like it so much, you play with it
All
there.
right, well, listen, hey, I play with it, but you see, I don't sweat booze like you do. You know, if you just lay
Sweat
off
how many?
Just lay off the booze, that's all.
Wait a minute. This is beautiful. Come on, let's get... Catch it. Get in there.
That's the way.
Project Apollo is actually the greatest scientific, engineering, and exploratory challenge in the history of man. Now, its goal is to actually land Americans on the moon safely and return them. I'm supposed to dazzle you with statistics so that you can carry the good word back to Washington. Shall we move on? The launch vehicle with the spacecraft is about 36 stories high. There's enough fuel in it to power an automobile 18 million miles or 700 times around the world, you see. And it weighs 13 times more than the Statue of Liberty if you've ever tried to pick up the Statue of Liberty. Under the Space Agency's direction, we have more than 20,000 companies, more than 300,000 people all working together to achieve what once was, a few short years ago, a dream or something out of science fiction. This is our Apollo command model. So essentially, this is an artificial world which is set up to survive 3 men artificially so that they can make the 239,000-mile trip to the moon, you see. And they will be the first to set foot on the celestial body. Now, Senator, I think you want to take a picture in front of the escape hatch here.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Thank you very much.
It takes the astronauts approximately 3 seconds to open the door, which is really 1/6 of the required time. Right. The 3 astronauts will travel in this combination: full cockpit, office, laboratory, bathroom. Then they'll control the flight by using some 24 instruments, 566 switches, 40 event indicators, 71 light switches, and 27 different means of communication.
This says he was a trainer for some tennis bum, and he gets in public brawls. You people in industrial security made me hire him. I'm going to take him off this job.
No, you won't. He stays right where he is. Since you're so worried about sticking out your neck, I will tell you this much, and it's not to be repeated. At this moment, Alexander Scott is more valuable to this company, the space agency, and the United States government than you are.
Lady, excuse me. Hi.
Oh.
How you doing?
Hi.
How'd it go?
Beautiful.
All right. Beautiful it is. That's what we'll celebrate. Beautiful first week of job.
Calling you, Jimmy.
Yes, he is.
Hey.
Ignore him.
Hey, listen, man. Come on, don't be sore here.
Don't be a what? A sorehead? Oh, really? My dear, Bronwyn, this is my friend who gave me a sorehead last week, and then he said this week that I shouldn't have it anymore.
Listen, I had a lot of pressures that were building up, man, and they all hit me at the wrong times, man. What I'm saying is I'm sorry, and why don't we let bygones be bygones, all right? Please? Well, it's kind of a kicky job. I get a chance to drive around all the VIPs, get a close-up look at all the hardware and everything. You know anything about this place, Bronwyn?
Hardly. You know, until my security clearance comes, they won't let me see anything but the ladies' lounge and the clean room I'm working in.
How's it pay?
By the time they take out Social Security, withholding, and hospitalization, I'm afraid there really isn't that much to take home, you know. At the present time, I'm a little bit uptight for dough.
Well, listen, I can let you have a couple of bills if that'll help out.
A couple of bills ain't gonna do it this time, Herm. I gotta go to work. See
Okay,
you.
well, listen, I'll see you.
All right, well, now give me a call, right? And if you get your clearance from over at the place and you got nothing to do, take you on a grand tour of the place.
Thank you.
Behave yourself.
All right, I'll behave.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey.
If you haven't got anything doing tomorrow night, why don't you get a date and join us?
The chanson on Sunset around 9.
Love comes, love goes, says the voice in the wind, like the white clouds that cross the sky, or the blossoms that die.
Hey, listen, man, will you excuse us, please? I gotta pick up a congressman in the morning.
Hey, what are you talking about? Come on, hey.
Scott, I want to see
You
the show.
here, you gonna stick me with this bill? Cut that out. Come on, stay, man.
With a handful of dusty dreams, you go your lonely, haunted way. Love comes, love goes, says the voice in the wind, and the footprints across the sand wash away in the tide. How can you know that it ever happened? Shadows alone remain. Shadows and a voice in the wind.
Alexander Scott, you phony.
I'll talk to you,
Talk, money talks, baby.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you.
You know, 4,000 behind on your alimony, but yet you have enough bread for nightclubs and chicks.
Well, I'm working.
I've heard that song for the last time. Now, either you come up with some bread by the end of the week, or you're going to jail, and you can count on it.
Well, how have you enjoyed yourself so far this evening?
It's really embarrassing.
Is that right? Listen, alimony. You never said anything to me about alimony.
Well, I don't have to tell you everything.
Yes, just drinks on the house, right?
Yes. This is the largest clean room in the world. It makes it possible for us to conduct the systems checks that the NASA requires to ensure reliability under practically sterile conditions. Now, once the astronauts have made their ultimate acceptance checks, they will fly their spacecraft to the moon. Now, you gentlemen are free to take a look around. Why don't you come with me? Enjoy yourself.
Got a minute?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got you.
What's on your mind?
Scotty, you know, in the last couple of weeks we've become pretty good friends. Huh?
Yes, we have.
And friends can ask things, right?
Well, then that depends.
All right. Did you find the money you needed?
Now, where do you find money?
Oh, Scotty, you never find it. Not important.
Well, what's on your mind?
Did she get in touch with you?
No, she doesn't, but her lawyers do every day. Why?
Well, to clear everything away, square it up. How much money would you need?
I don't even want to talk about it.
No?
No.
Would you like to be free and clear? I
Well,
mean it.
Sure.
Uh-huh. How much will it take?
$7,500.
Well, I think there's a way you can get it. Maybe.
So, I made up a figure, and she said she'd try and come up with it. And I got to meet her tonight around 8.
Well, it's taken us 3 months to get this far. It's about time something happened.
How long have you had her under surveillance?
A year, maybe longer. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, it's right here. Hold on. It's for you.
Hello. Hey, listen, you're supposed to be... Well, I couldn't care less. Now, look, you do what I told you to do. Because I said so.
What was that all about?
What's this chick Margot I hired as my wife?
Oh, come on. She's supposed to leave town. That was the deal.
She said she got a television commercial. She's going to stay another day.
It would be better if she were out of town. The longer she stays, more likely she is to blow the gig on all of us.
Yes, I'm hip.
Well, Brown said 8 o'clock. You better get on it.
Yes. Gonna go do my acting job. I need money. I need money because I need money.
And this is my roommate, Bobby. Scott, I told Bobby about what we talked about before. And
I hope I'm not being rude, dear, but I'd rather talk to Mr. Scott alone.
yes, Bobby. Excuse me.
Want to talk to me about what?
Well, eventually about money. That was the point of this meeting, wasn't it?
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
Your job gives you access to sensitive information, Mr. Scott. I want to take advantage of that situation.
I think we can forget that.
What? You're broke, aren't you? And in trouble. I mean, that hasn't changed, has it?
No, it hasn't changed, but you're asking me to become a traitor.
Is that what you think? That I'm a red spy, Mr. Scott. Oh, no. What I'm asking is, well, simply common practice. Corporations spend millions of dollars a year trying to find out what their competitors are doing. They hire employees away, they buy data. I represent a competing company.
All right, well, what kind of information do you want me to get for you?
$7,500 worth.
I'm going to have to think about it.
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Scott. You go ahead and think about it. Take a few days off and think about it.
Thank you. I do know one thing's for sure, though.
What's that?
It's going to cost you $10,000.
I don't like to be hustled, Mr. Scott.
Me either.
I think you were right, dear. I think he'll do just fine. I think he'll get us where we want to go. He has a company car, company uniform, carries company visitor badges. Yeah, he'll do just fine if we can trust him. Before we move, I'll make certain of that. Absolutely certain.
Did the others come back? Just came in. Roger, Manfred.
There we are. Better. Margot, I'd like you to meet my friends. Margot, you know, sings in a nightclub. Entertain us, Margot. Now, tell my friends what you told us in the car. Roger. Margot, tell them.
Scott and I are not married. The whole thing was put on. I was paid to do it. Well, I was paid
To make that scene in the nightclub, huh?
Yes. Well, look, what do you want from me? I just saw him that one time. I haven't done anything.
Who hired you? Who hired you, dear?
Kelly. Kelly Robertson.
And they know about us.
Yeah. But what they don't know is that we know they know.
What difference does that make?
All the difference in the world, all the difference between his success and failure. And we have the advantage. Scott, I've been waiting for you. Bobby has your money.
Get all of it?
She wants you at our place by noon.
Noon? I can't make. I get a tour after lunch.
You'll be back in time.
Yep,
They're leaving now. Signing out at the gate.
we're on schedule. That leaves Kelly Robinson.
You'll have to be set up.
He will be.
Look out, Bobby!
Lock her up in here. The first time I hear you raise your voice will be absolutely the last.
Mr. Kelly Robinson, take line 3, please. Mr. Kelly Robinson, line 3.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Kelly. Oh, Kelly.
Who's this?
It's Margot, listen.
Margot, you're supposed to have left town.
Is somebody going to kill you?
Who?
A man called Rogers looking for you.
Where are you, honey?
I...
Don't worry, dear. He'll assume you called from your apartment, and he'll go there. And there'll be somebody there to meet him.
Yeah, Mac. Now, look. I want you to get the word to Scotty right away. All bets are off. I think they're onto us.
It's too late. Scott's already left.
Well, he's walking right into it. Can you get out on all points on the company wagon that he's driving?
Right.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Right.
We want the countdowns on the boosters being tested at Santa Susana.
It's kind of tough. I'll need time to manage it.
I want them today.
We can't have it today.
Oh, yes, I can have them today. I'm a congresswoman. Manfred's an undersecretary of something or other. We go up to the installation in your company car, using your VIP badges, gather up the data, and blow up the stands.
You can't blow up the stands. I mean, it can't be done. In the first place, we get inside. We won't be able to get outside because they have security guards and deputies and state police.
You keep saying we, Mr. Scott. What you don't seem to understand is that you're not coming with us. What I needed you for, your company car, your uniform, your badges, well, I've already got those. I don't need you, Mr. Scott, or your phony ex-wife anymore. When I reach Santa Susana, you and she will be far away and quite dead.
It's not one of my strong points, Pally.
Well, it's not one of mine either, so don't you try any monkey business. I'm Ethel Kassler, Margot's neighbor. This thug hurt you, Sonny?
I'm okay, thanks to you, ma'am.
I'm a thug, and he is Sonny, huh? Listen, ma'am, this guy is a killer.
I saw who was attacking whom.
Margot gave me her keys and asked me to pick up some things for her. I walked in and found this guy ransacking the place.
First moment I saw you, my intuition told me you were a crook. You're too pretty to earn an honest living.
Ma'am, just please, let me call the police.
I'm not going to let you budge. Call the police, Sonny.
The phone's torn out. I'll borrow a phone.
Hey, you're letting him get away.
I'll be there at 3:15. Thank you very much. Was that about the helicopter lesson? Yes, starts at 3:15. 45 minutes later, I force the instructor to land where I tell him.
ID badges ready?
Yes, here you are, Madam Congresswoman, from your favorite undersecretary of something or other.
Roger, hurry.
Ah, perfect. Yes. Okay, let's go. Get those two into the car.
Ma'am, has it occurred to you that that the man is not coming back? The police could have got here on camels by now.
Oh, he had an honest face.
Well, John Wilkes Booth had an honest face. Look, there's a picture in Margot's bedroom. She took it, of my partner and me, and it'll prove that I am a friend of hers. Will you let me get it, please?
You stay where you are. Don't you move. You stay right there.
Head for the freight cars.
Count 10 and go.
Roger, get that door closed. They'll freeze to death in there.
Don't worry about anything. The firemen will be here soon. All we have to do is just keep knocking on the door. Listen, come on. We're gonna keep moving. Come on. Run. Legs up. Keep moving. Keep running. Moving fast. Run, faster.
Patrolman saw one of our station wagons in the area just before the false alarm. That's about all we know.
I want all these freight cars searched, every last one of them.
The police are already on it.
You gotta keep awake. Now open your eyes. Keep your eyes open. I tell you what, I'll give you a rub down. Here we go.
Now you get sexy.
Yes. Keep it. Come on. Get up. Up. Come on. Keep moving. Keep running.
They searched every boxcar in the yard. Nothing. Back? Yeah. Let's find out if any trains left the yard. And stop them wherever they are.
What we got to lose? It's McCauley here. I want you to get to the dispatcher for me. Congresswoman Graves and Undersecretary Leninger.
There'll be a little delay, Mr. Scott. A little panic on in Downey, I guess. All station wagons are supposed to call into security.
Sleep. Eddie would never go to sleep. You have to keep walking. Never went to sleep. And I had to leave because it was getting too late. And then it was all cold out on the street. I had to wait for that darn L bus to come by. Oh boy, I was crazy. But the way I kept on freezing to death was that I used to think how warm it was. It was really, really warm. Really warm out here. And then I get angry thinking about how that girl must be upstairs sleeping in the bed. Must really be sleeping nice and warm. She was nice and warm, and I was nice and warm.
20-second siren on.
Siren sounded.
Flame coolant on.
Flame coolant on.
The overall vehicle the space agency wishes to launch to the moon weighs more than 6 billion pounds. So the Rocketdyne engines, after providing for the initial lift, will generate 7,500,000 pounds of thrust. Now, this afternoon's test is for the Saturn's second stage. 1 million pounds of thrust for 30 seconds.
Verify armed light.
Armed light is on.
Margot? Margot? Stuff. Strange stuff.
You know about as much as I do on the highballing or sitting on the siding. Thursday's always payday.
Cars to check and another hour shot.
And what then?
This way.
There's still time to have a look at the cryogenic facilities.
Hey, man, warm yourself up a little bit. Get that inside the pipes.
Wait.
How is she?
She got some pulse. That's better than none.
Well, I blew it.
No, sir, not yet. As soon as we get you in the ambulance, I'm taking off for Santa Susana.
No, sir, not going to the hospital.
Look, you got frostbite and you got a lot of blood loss and no brains at all.
Yeah. Well, what difference does it make as long as I have my health?
It's got through to Santa Susana. It's too late. They're in the blockhouse already. They forced the crew to stop a test, and the tanks are still loaded with fuel.
Well, they can be surrounded before they...
We can't move in on them. They're holding 2 senators and 6 of the country's top engineers as hostages.
I notice your goosebumps have gone down a little bit. I'm delighted to see that it has. That you're feeling once more in the total. Because you really are a half-wit, you know, and obstinate to boot.
Yes, however, I am loyal, obedient, reverent, kind, and unassuming, most.
There it is, Santa Susana. All we have to do is lose the stands in that one canyon, and the whole program's pushed back. Rocketdyne engines power all 3 stages of the moon vehicle.
There's a helicopter. Bronwyn. She's a fool to be this early.
That's not Bronwyn. That's a company helicopter. I want that helicopter to clear out of here. I will remind you there are 12 hostages in this bunkhouse.
Yes, here it is. Schematic drawings of the entire system. With these, I can blow that thing right off its flap. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And now I want your countdown sheets.
We don't have much choice, man. We can't rush the blockhouse. Not when they're holding our people in there.
Well, why don't we shut the power off then?
Negative. Independent power source comes from over in the blockhouse.
Well, then we'll pull the main power cable to the test stand.
It's impossible. I didn't see anybody from up there on the stand. Somebody would have to go up under the engines and across that supporting girder hand over hand. It can't be done.
You're going to be hanging up there with more than 1 million pounds of liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen hanging over your head and about 100 feet of air beneath you.
Right. Keep good care of my gun, Johnny.
First step complete. Next, console C. All right, which is console C?
Tell him nothing. They can't kill us all.
The man asked, which is console C?
Listen, you're bypassing all of our safety circuits. You throw the wrong switch, you'll blow up the boost of the stands and half of this mountain.
That, mister, is the idea.
Only 4 minutes to go.
We'll make it. We'll make it. If we wanted engine ignition, we'd go with this. But with the electrical circuit change and a little difference in sequence, yes, we can create quite a blow-up. Well, if something's wrong, there's no response. There must be a bad circuit.
Blow those stands up or I'll kill you.
A helicopter. It's Bronwyn. Let's get out of here.
Blow those stands up.
No, there's no power. It's been cut. I don't know how, but it's been cut.
Gather up the data. Roger, wreck those consoles.
They're gone and they got classified material.
Watch it!
Sit there and count your fingers. What can you do? Oh, girl, you're through. Sit there and count your little fingers. Unlucky little girl blue. Sit there and count the raindrops.
Well, I mean, if anything, she's more beautiful now that she come out of the hospital. And I think that whole experience has kind of matured her a little bit, man. She's gentle and she's warm. Now, she's not kooky and kind of crazy like she was before.
Yeah, well, just with all, she's still a charming and vibrant, exciting woman, right?
I'll tell you something else, man. I was thinking about, like, you may laugh at it or whatever, but, I mean, you take a place like Downey, this is not bad. Little place, 9-to-5 job around here.
Laugh at it. Are you kidding? After all, what is happening in Tokyo or Rome or Athens that wouldn't be happening for you right here in Downey, was it?
Why Won't somebody send a tender blue boy to cheer little girl blue?
Thank you very much. There's someone very special here tonight, and I'd like for you to meet him. Mr. Alexander Scott. My fiancé.
What'd you say that for?
Well, you are going to be. I'll see you as soon as I change.
Yeah, okay.
Darling.
Yes, darling. Hey, listen, man, you didn't tell me about that.
I know I didn't tell you about
fantastic.
that.
That's really...
Now, that puts a whole different complexion on it.
Hope
now.
so, 'cause we're
See,
getting
let's
out
go
of
out
here.
and get some flowers
No,
and a church.
flowers. No, we have to get out of here.
Oh, what are you talking about?
No.
This girl's mature now.
No, sir, crazy. A cookie.
Oh, how
And the
can
thing,
you
it's
say
a
that?
big space
She's
from
in
here to
love,
there.
man. You
Crazy.
can't explain. No, you're being unreasonable.
No, I'm not.
Alexander.
No, sir.
You're really being unreasonable.
Next station stop, Marrakesh. The Pearl of the South. True, gateway to the to the Sahara.
Yes, sir, but you do not say it correctamente.
Oh.
It is the gateway to the Sahara.
Oh, all right, if you say so.
Yes.
You know how many times I read The Arabian Nights when I was a kid? 17 times.
Sir, I have news for you. About 3,000 miles to the right of yourself is the Arabian neighborhood. The name of this neighborhood is Morocco.
Oh, you've got no romance in your soul, man.
Listen, in Aladdin and his wonderful lamp, the name of the country was China.
I see.
In one of the great and wealthy cities of China, once on a time, there lived a lowly tailor named Mustafa.
In China?
That's right. Now, Mustafa was exceedingly poor.
I see.
And by his daily toil, he could scarce support himself. A wife.
I'm listening.
A young son.
Named Hong Kong.
No, named Aladdin.
Okay. The Paris of the Sahara.
Uh-huh. And do you know why they call Marrakesh the Paris of the Sahara?
Yes, because that is the Arabian version of the Eiffel Tower, you see.
Uh-huh, certainly.
Good night, Jeb.
Good night, David.
My friends.
Alaikum assalam.
You want to see Sultan Palace? Ancient parts of the city?
No, what city did you have in mind?
Baltimore?
Baltimore. Okay. This is Mr. Robinson. My name is Mr. Scott. What's yours?
Musa ibn Idris.
Happy to know you.
Mr. Conway calls me Mo.
I hope
Whatever is good enough for Mr. Conway is good enough for us. Okay, Mo, lead the way.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Why couldn't Mr. Conway just have met you at your hotel instead of this tour of Marrakesh?
Mr. Conway doesn't like to do anything the easy way. He likes to hide.
Well, even at that, we don't even do things half as tricky as they do them in spy novels.
We didn't read law fiction at Brandeis. I used to like Tarzan and the Apes and Insidious Dr. Fu Manchu. Stuff like that.
Nothing?
Conway, we have gone through the High Atlas, the Anti-Atlas, the Valley of the Sioux, and a sizable chunk of the Sahara Desert.
It's the only thing down there. There's a lot of heat and a lot of sandflies and some guys walking around in blue nightshirts.
Mm-hmm. What's with the old man of Ishmael?
Oh, the old man. Well, the old man of Ishmael actually is, well, he's pretty much of an old man, actually, Conway. What he does is he sits around and he dozes a lot in the afternoon, takes his iron tonic, and he reminisces about the old... He's in retirement,
There's
Conway.
no such thing as a retired fanatic. And remember, this old gent used to be head of the Inner Council of Damascus.
You're the expert. You're the expert on the holy wars. But I'm telling you right now that if I was going to set out to straighten up the infidels and make the world safe for the old-time religion, I sure wouldn't start in Morocco.
Look, gentlemen, we're talking about a jihad. A holy war. The main thing we need for that is a new Mahdi.
Mahdi?
The Redeemer. The man on the white horse.
So you think the old man of Hitchmakan is setting himself up as the new Mahdi?
No, he's too old for that. He's past 90. He'd need a younger man to front for him.
All right, well, what are the requirements for the job?
Well, he'd have to be a revered figure in the Arab world, a spellbinder, and a schemer.
Sounds like that guy, what's his name in Cairo?
The Grand Mufti of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, the people I'm talking about, you should send the Grand Mufti out for sandwiches. If one of them were around now, we'd be on the edge of a holy war. There could have been 4 of them. They're all canceled out.
What are the 4?
The 4 are Ayub the Butcher, died 2 years ago in Afghanistan. Abul Hussein, bookkeeper type, no flair. Khalid Shah is in an asylum in Tehran, and the Jabad is completely out of the picture.
Mm-hmm. What Jabad? Who's that?
The Jabad of Basra. Old Saif al-Allah, the sword of God. He had lots of style. He'd have made a terrific Mahdi.
Well, how come he's out of the picture?
The Jabad has been a guest of the British government since the Baghdad riots in 1941. Great little show, but his timing was a little off. He's still in England, which means he's still in jail, so it looks like the war is off for the time being, which means I have time to catch a 2 o'clock plane to Cairo.
Well, wait, what about us here?
Why don't you take a vacation or something? Maybe your next assignment would be something exciting, like looking for microphones in the martinis.
Okay, Conway. Yeah. Did you, Mom? What would she think if you had a nice camel's hair rug?
I'm afraid she would say it's a little ostentatious. That's what.
Well, she could make it into a coat. Now, look. Well, wait a minute. Let's make a beautiful coat.
Big.
Look, now there's more camel's hair being worn by people these days. Now, look at this. Then there is... Oh, excuse me.
Perhaps you'll be kind enough to step aside and let the gentleman pass.
Oh, I thought it was a good idea, actually. Camel's hair coat.
You know who was that man in the white beard? I only seen his pictures. He's the Jahbar of Basra, the sword of God.
Maybe we can still catch Conway.
Well, how are we going to catch Conway, man? How do we know where we are? All these track houses look the same.
Well, let's see. In Alabama and 40 Thieves, they just put chalk on the door.
Oh, I see. Chalk. Well, have we any pool players in the house?
It didn't work anyway, though, because you see, Maharana, the clever and devoted slave girl, she perceived these designs were made by an enemy, and in which case, then she ran around the whole block and made marks on all the other doors, so you can't trust anybody.
Well, let's forget the chalk now. Somebody's got to watch the place. And, Mo, you seem to fit in with the scenery.
As a matter of fact, I'm outstandingly inconspicuous. I just pick out a door and sit down for my nap.
It's a marvelous suggestion, Mo. One thing, though, please try to keep it play pretend nap. You know, eyes open at all times.
Are you teaching me how to be sneaky?
No. Mo. No. Mo.
No, Mo.
That's ridiculous. Saif al-Allah is doing life in a British jail. The only way he could get out of England, or into this country for that matter, is in a box.
Yes, but it was your boy Mo who recognized him from the old picture, sir.
All right. Maybe there's somebody that looks like the Jabbar of Basra. Excuse me?
There are not too many somebodies that look like the man we saw, Conway. Conway!
Mr. Conway, your airport car is ready.
Why don't you take the bags down for Mr. Conway to his automobile and stow them therein?
I'll be there in a minute.
Go ahead. Have a nice trip. And we'll send you a little picture postcard of the thorn trees in blossom.
Now, look. I've got conferences with 2 kings and 3 prime ministers in the next 4 days. I want you to check this guy out and verify that he is not the man you mistook him for.
And what if he is?
Kill him.
Let me just look at the ramparts of the city and do what to him?
Kill him. Well, you gotta admit the kid puts his heart into the performance.
Oh, that's the way to catch a lot of fleas sitting there forever.
Come on, Mo, let's go to work.
He's strangled.
I don't know which version of the Arabian Nights you got us sent to, but I certainly hope it's Aladdin and you'll find that wonderful lamp.
No, man, this looks like Alabama and the 40 Thieves.
Oh.
Yeah, a large and vaulted cavern, heaped from floor to ceiling with cameloads of silks and rich brocades. Mounds on mounds of varicolored carpetings.
Sir, by your liege, it looks like flour to me. Flour.
For generations, the robbers have stored their gains and spoils in this particular cave.
Mm-hmm.
Looking about us, we should espy coins, both golden and silver, beyond measure or account.
Sure, I wish you would espy us out of here.
No, not that way. The police are still about.
Come in, mystery guest, and sign in, please.
I rather think they've gone to find the watchman, to let them in through the office so they can search here.
Uh-huh. Well, your voice is very reassuring, my dear, but I wonder if you wouldn't be kind enough...
There's only one place to hide, and you're not to come out of that until I tell you. Now then.
Now, this one is coming back to me, the one with the people hiding in the barrels.
Actually, they were hiding in huge leathern jars.
And didn't somebody come along and pour boiling oil into these leathering jars? Somebody like...
It's been quite a while since I read all that stuff. Some of the details...
تعال هنا تعال هنا
Come on. Come out now. Everyone's gone.
No, I don't believe we've met.
That's quite true.
However, I readily perceive myself that this is the noted beauty. Princess Dear Elbador, daughter of a sultan, no?
I found these things for you. Just slip them on over what you're wearing now.
Key? You take the right one and I'll take the second. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Yeah,
This is
what?
Halloween, and you gotta have a costume if it's Halloween.
I think you should know. I'm aware of who you are and what you're trying to do. And I must say you're doing it rather bumblingly. Your poor friend left spying on that house.
Well, what makes him our friend?
The Royal Moroccan Intelligence Service, I dare say. The man you've meshed yourself against is not only one of the cleverest in the world, he's also very quick and very deadly. I'm afraid you're going to need all the help I can give you.
All right, ma'am. Now, just what team are you on, and what is the game you're playing?
If we're to stop the job out of Basra, we'll have to catch up with him again. He won't be waiting for you where you left him, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Coach, what's the plan?
Well, I'll give it a bit of thought. It will have to be something quite simple, or else you'll mess it up.
Ha.
Now then, when you leave,
Yes, ma'am.
try and remember that Arabs walk quite differently from Americans. Shuffle along with a bit of a roll, like sailors. Don't gawk about in all directions. Try not to look as if you were going somewhere.
Madam, I tell you what, if it's all the same to you... Hello, madam. Ma'am? Miss? Hello there. Hey, come on. There's a ladies' entrance from this place because there's no entrance back there at all. And we were standing right there. And the voice... Aha, he said. It said. Hello, madam. Excuse me, won't you, for a moment? Hey, what's a small tropical grain in 6 letters used for food and the manufacture of oil?
Wheat.
Open wheat. That's 5 letters.
Sesame.
Ah, open sesame. Although I presume that any such word like Mississippi or anything like that would indeed activate the thermostatic coupling of the sacks, thereby drawing back the bags and throwing the whole thing over.
But my dear boy, most of the Persians are idiots. They're not only idiots, but lunatics as well, which is enormously important in a project such as ours. You people seem to be distressingly sane.
I think what Hassan al-Jadr is saying, sir...
You ask 500 million Muslims to rise up one morning to drive out the infidel, purge the human race of its worldliness and corruption, etc., etc. It simply won't wash unless they're feeling a trifle religious, which means a trifle uncomfortable. We shall need proclamations against drinking and dancing and other naughty little habits, and a rather steady stream of trances, visions, miracles, and prophecies. Kirin Shah, who's always been a little loose at the hinges, has a positive genius for that kind of thing.
What may I say, sir, to the Prime Minister of Qadra? He's ready to come over to our side and his army is behind him.
Tell him to keep his army quiet and amused until we are ready for it, which will not be until phase 2. That contingent won't join us until we have first struck here, and here, and here.
Like a sunstorm in the desert.
Perhaps, yes.
Forgive me, it is time for us to go.
I'll show you the way. Now, one can't depend entirely on fire and the sword. One must also have an infallible sense of time and place. Oh, what have we here? Oh, you finally got here, did you? I'd quite given you up.
Yeah. Listen, I don't suppose there's anything that we could say that would,
No, I dare say it wouldn't.
Grandfather, are you...
You chaps can run along home now. Tell Dr. Sombawa the situation is well in hand.
Dr. Sombawa will wish to see these men, Jabad. We will dispose of them for you.
Chief, you'll do nothing of the sort. That is one of the pleasanter little pleasures I always reserve for myself. And I'm forgetting the social amenities. Perizada, allow me to present Mr. Kenny Robinson and Mr. Alexander Scott. My granddaughter, gentlemen. You'll find you have much in common. Perizada is keenly interested in espionage and political assassination, the sort of work you're in.
Grandfather.
Please excuse us. Ah, professional tennis player. That's an uncommonly clever touch.
Sophocles.
Uh-huh.
Oedipus et Colonus.
Wonderful.
Classical Greek. Tolma, Xenos, Epixenos. Tlaman. Endure. Sort of like keep the faith, baby.
Oh,
you know?
really?
No, actually, it's funny, but what it really says is pity the poor foreigner in a foreign country. You have to love what they love and hate what they hate.
I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we might all do well to keep in mind. Though we'll none of us be in Morocco for very long. Pity, I find it rather a pretty country, don't you?
Well, it's a lot of excitement.
That's because you keep active. Following people around, bursting into their houses with murderous intent. I find it fascinating to watch. I only wish you'd chosen a more convenient time.
Yes, well, organizing a holy war must keep you very active yourself, sir.
What has a holy war to do with us?
Well, that's the word, sir. That seems to be the plan, and you're the man.
There is no such thing as a holy war. Wars are either political, having to do with self-determination and real estate, or economic, which means that the other scoundrel gets all the tax money and you get none.
Which group do you belong to, sir?
Both. I am both ambitious and greedy. Has it ever occurred to you that the raw material with which to satisfy ambition and greed lies scattered around the world in the persons of 500 million Muslims? That's an impressive number of Muslims, gentlemen. 250 million of them live in Muslim countries. Now, the other 500 million lives under non-Muslim rule. In your country, maybe be a mere 75,000, but 50 million in the Soviet Union and 60 million in Red China. Now, what would you do about all those people, Mr. Robinson?
Well, I don't know. If I were a crackpot, I guess I would probably take my $500 million on the outside, march right in, and liberate the $500 million on the inside of such little places like Russia, China.
Yeah, me, how exciting. Hordes of the faithful galloping about the Siberian sand dunes with green flags and terrifying noises, brandishing their scimitars and hurling their fearful swords in all directions. Oh, really, Samuel, must you always spoil the climax? What? Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, another delegation from the outlying provinces. Have Ishmael and Mustafa conduct our guests to their quarters. Here's something I wager neither of you knew. I have more Muslims in the Balkans than in the entire kingdom of Jordan.
Sorry, you never make it with a teenage crowd.
With this guy at all. I mean, what kind of a Mahdi is it goes around sounding like Robert Donut in Goodbye, Mr. Chips?
Yes, I prefer my man Lawrence Harvey in the role myself.
Lawrence Harvey?
Yes, Lawrence Harvey.
Oh, you mean Lawrence Oliver?
Yeah, that's right. But I'm telling you right now, Cal, this is the one way that nature has of telling you that you should never read the same story 17 times. You see, actually, there was no Javad. He and that Mr. Hitchmaker or whatever, and the Sultan's daughter.
Granddaughter.
Well, whatever it is, man. They're all just hallucinations. It's a part of a fevered brain, your brain, and keep me out of it.
Conway says that this guy has got all the class and all the brains in the whole area, right? So what does he do? He catches two guys that are trying to kill him in his own house. What does he do? He sits them down, gives them a glass of mint tea, tells them his whole life story, also all of his plans, and sends them to bed without their supper.
Overconfidence is a sign of a real kook, you see.
Uh-huh. Or a cat with a couple of mice. What is that thing he was reading, that Oedipus?
It's Oedipus et Colonus.
Doesn't matter a whole lot where it is it?
Yes, because you see, just a regular old raggedy Oedipus, you see, is a story of a man who found out that he had murdered his father and married his mom.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Now, Jabad's Oedipus is just a sequel, you see. This is where Oedipus himself is an old blind beggar being led around by his daughter looking for a good place to die.
Mm-hmm. Well, any place will do, except this one, please.
So they settled in Colonus, which is a town just outside of Athens, and there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and the next thing you know, the gods forgive him, and he dies, lives happily ever after.
حل الباب.
Oh, sister of mine, quoth the king. If thou be not tired and sleepy, tell us some more of thy pleasant tales.
What an exquisite hash you two have made of everything.
Yes. If she really cared for us, though, she'd want us to meet the family.
Certainly.
I trust you all had a very pleasant chat.
Oh, yes, we had a wonderful time. He's a very charming man. Lovely man. He is homey and folksy, and he just wants to make the world a better place for everybody to live in.
Yes, and you get him talking about his favorite hobby there, boy, that's when he really gets trippy. It's another 10 minutes, and I would have joined myself.
Mr. Scott, my grandfather has been called out for 25 years retirement to command the most dangerous men in the world. Not because he's so utterly charming, but because they all know that he's more cunning and more ruthless than any of them. Whatever the Jabad of Basra sets out to do, nothing ever stands in his way.
And bully for him, he's got a long way to go.
Has he? There's only one more piece to get into place. The old man of Ichmagan is coming to meet with him. When he and the Jabad come together, that will mean the opening of a council of war.
Yes, the gunpowder and the match. Their meeting could blow up the Arab world.
I needn't tell you that he won't want you around when that meeting occurs.
Yes, you're probably, Well, listen, Farazada, my dear child of the desert, the very fact that you bring this up leads me to believe that you have another cunning plan in mind. No?
Yes. And we are all in this together.
Four, open the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, got them straight.
Somewhat heavy to me, but then everything does at my age. I've always preferred small, delicate, intimate things, like hand grenades. How was it in the tests?
Very good, Master.
Very well. If this is the model you favor, that is the one we'll use. Ah, my tea. Thank you, Samuel. Samuel, bring 2 more cups, will you? It appears we have company. Milk or lemon, gentlemen? It must be intensely frustrating, but then you should have realized that assassinating me is not a task for simple souls like yourselves. I was a simple sort once before I went to prison in 1941, devious but unsophisticated.
Yeah, we heard about your unsophisticated little Baghdad riots. Knocked off the pro-British leaders and overthrew the government of Iraq. Good time was had by all.
The Baghdad coup, my good young friend, was an incredible botch. Uncontrolled mobs, burning, looting, and killing. The needless dead included the Murebi of Baghdad, who was a very great man, and incidentally, my own father. And what did it accomplish? It brought the British into Iraq and the Russians into Iran.
Well, you can't win them all.
Serving a life imprisonment, particularly in England, allows one an elegant sufficiency of time for reading and thinking. The question often came to, what is the purpose of a life that is finished at middle age? Obviously, there's no purpose at all, and that's a very bitter answer.
Tell me, sir, are you bitter with the whole world or just with the British?
Oh, don't misunderstand me, Mr. Robinson. I'm a vindictive old man, but not in the least bitter. As to the British, I found them a well-meaning people, always solicitous. Can we bring you better food, warmer clothing, books to read? Yes, if I hadn't been to England, I should never have met the ancient Greeks. Mr. Scott, did you realize that Sophocles was 95 years old when he wrote the Oedipus at Colonus?
You're particularly fond of this Oedipus?
Oh, but of course. Here is a man whose life was shattered at the prime. We find him now an old and friendless exile. It is not until now, when he wanders into Colonus in search of death, that he realizes that there was a purpose after all. All the harsh and cruel things the gods have done to him were only to give a purpose to these last days. All his life was pointed towards his death. Remember that great speech to King Theseus. Remember that, Mr. Scott? Only the gods, he says, are spared old age and death. The earth decays, the body withers, sweet turns to bitter, back again to sweet. But he himself has been promised that in his death he shall taste revenge upon his enemies. For then he says, my sleeping corpse, cold in the ground, shall drink their lifeblood hot.
You are doing very well, Jahabad. You catch them almost as fast as this girl can turn them loose.
Kill that creature! It is my granddaughter that is mauling flesh of my flesh.
But she has betrayed you, Jahabad. This time she was clever enough to have them tie her up. She has betrayed you twice today.
Grandfather, believe me.
Get up. I'm sure you can prove all this, Power. You can imagine how ghastly it will be for you if you can't. I'll look into this later when I have more time and privacy. And I promise either you or she will be lavishly rewarded. Zambawa, I confess I find myself persistently annoyed by this man of yours.
I'm very sorry, Jahabad, if I'd known him.
It will pass. When I have these three tucked up for the night, I want him taken to the cellars. Have your other people there to watch while Abdul Rahman gives him 75 lashes.
That will kill him.
Very possibly it will. But it'll do a world of good for everyone else.
Save candles. Costs a lot of money, you know. You guys got any cards? Want to play some poker or casino or anything like that? My man is a demon at casino. Well, okay.
Listen, you want to give a go at busting out of here?
No, thank you. All we would do is wind up in the principal's office again. I really cannot take any more of that tea and sympathy. What kind of a guy is this anyway? What's he keeping us around here for? Is he a compulsive talker or just a plain egomaniac or what?
He told you exactly what he is. Sly, devious, vindictive.
I came to make sure you were quite comfortable.
You really are too kind to us, sir.
Oh, it's the old saying, Mr. Robinson, cast your bread upon the waters. God will know it if the fishes don't. I'm afraid I'm not going to see much of you today. Visitors from the south, conferences, enterprises of great pith and moment, as Shakespeare says.
How is your family?
Yes, the tongue always finds the aching tooth, doesn't it? I fear you're not going to see Perizada again at all. I was obliged to send her on a little trip.
Master, there's not much time. Just past Tupkal on the way north.
Oh, you gentlemen have been so remarkably patient. I should like you to have met my associates. However...
Well, if they're half as nice as the ones we've met already.
They're meeting to start a holy war. How can they be nice?
Oh, they are delightful. The most resourceful, the most diabolical minds in the Arab world. A sort of right-wing pan-Islamic summit conference.
Mohammedan mafia.
Well said, well said. Oh, you'll find them enormously stimulating. Well, this may be goodbye, gentlemen. As we say in Arabic, salam alaikum, or as we say in Greek, Mr. Scott, tele tele zeus te patama.
What in the world is tele tele?
Tele is, it's like classical Greek. He will accomplish. Zeus is, of course, Zeus. The gist of it is that God's got a heavy day ahead of him.
What else is known?
Nothing much.
If you please, gentlemen, get up. Hands together behind your backs.
Hey, you know what? This is one way to get out of a locked room.
I hope so.
Hold on, yeah. I ruled Paris and had maths.
Just take a seat anyway, huh?
Certainly. Hey. All in their places with sunshiny faces. Well, offhand, I would say there's nothing much we can do anymore.
What do you mean, anymore? And yet?
And yet what?
He kept talking about Oedipus. Oedipus came to a foreign land to die. The Jabab comes to make war.
Well, that doesn't make sense, does it?
Might. Soon.
That's the Kingfish himself. The old man of H. McCann. Well, it's all over but the joyous tumult.
You gentlemen come from many nations and speak many tongues, so I will take the liberty of addressing you in the language which is familiar to most of you. You are the leaders in the mighty conflict which is ahead. Without all of you, this bloodiest of all wars cannot hope to succeed. The tasks will be tremendous, the agony enormous. And victory, if it comes, will find many of us gone already by fire and the sword, by siege and slaughter, by epidemic and starvation. Within 2 years, more than 1 million of our own people will have died, and you and I must bury them.
Always a soft sell.
During my first years away from you, I was at times unjust to the memory of my old friends. I felt then that my brothers had abandoned and forgotten me, even those that had been closest, even this oldest and greatest friend, the Baba of Ishmael. No one, not even my sainted father, the Murabi, ever had so profound an influence on my life. Without Ibn Halal behind me, guiding and pushing me, the events of Baghdad in 1941 could never have been accomplished. There are others like the old man.
We lost our fourth for bridge.
Dedicated men, old and wise and cunning, men who have worked long in the dark.
Let's do this little deed.
Most of them are modest about the things that they have done. But yesterday, certain documents were forwarded to the United Nations. Documents from a variety of sources, some of them dating back to 1912, telling of the men who have performed great services for Islam and the world, who in the great Arab revolt of 50 years ago betrayed Lawrence of Arabia to the Turks, who in the 1940s received his honors from the Indonesians and his income from the Dutch. The same man who brought peace and harmony to the inner councils of Damascus by betraying all who did not support him to the Palestine police for execution. The same man who saved the British the trouble of a prolonged and possibly futile search for me by revealing to them my hiding place.
He brought them together to kill him.
And to die, like Oedipus.
Was using you. He's still using you. He was utterly without shame in that respect. He used me up to the moment he shoved me on board on the plane. Keep those trivial affairs. Keep those 2 Americans busy, he said. Out of the way and out of trouble till they're needed.
Yes. Well, what part of the play were we supposed to be?
Most important of all, you were the audience. Certain people had to be told what had happened and that everything had been put to rights. He was a mischievous old scoundrel, but very tidy.
But, Perry, there's one part that still doesn't fit. It doesn't make any... Look, we know he's dead. We saw it happen, but,
No question about that. Those were his own men at the guns, and they'd been told precisely when to use them.
The ruins were searched 4 times, and there's no sign of the Jabbat's body.
Well, you see, that's like in the Oedipus play, man. Wherever the grave was, that's where the gods sort of blessed him, and the people didn't know where the grave was because the gods buried him themselves, see?
Had some cream?
Yeah. Also, they went through his room, they checked it around, and they found a few things. One in particular was a thank you letter, sort of thank you letter to the King of Morocco, and also a few letters to personal friends of his in Greece. And he also left this with the mark. It's a speech of Antigone, the daughter who stuck with him to the end. In a foreign land, which he himself had chosen, he died. In his grave, he has a well-shaded bed forever, and we who mourn him Not without real tears.
It's nice. It sounds like something the old gentleman would have liked.
Of course. Otherwise, he wouldn't have marked the place for us.
Mister, you won't buy? Good new light.
No, thank you. I have enough. I have a lot right in here. Thank you.
Speak English, speak English. Understand very good.
Okay.
2 years, San Francisco Fisherman Wharf.
Sure, okay, English. A friend of mine, he's an American, a tall, on the thin side. He plays tennis. I'm looking for a tennis player around here. Dances, and he plays and dances a lot and everything.
Dance!
Yes.
Dance!
Yes, he does, the Americano, yes.
Yeah.
Tennis.
Every night he dance like Greek calamity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where?
Every night.
Where?
Taverna.
Yeah, where is it?
Taverna.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Well, that's a relaxed greeting.
That's right. It's relaxed island, in all truth. What bringest thou to us amongst us?
Oh, it's just a whim. 14 cables from the department. We were supposed to meet in Athens 10 days ago. Did you forget? Well, it's no problem at all. I've just been walking the Aegean Sea here and made more stops at the islands than old Ulysses himself. I thought you were dead.
In place of that, I turn up live and kicking, and relaxed and happy, and that makes you all uptight. Now, that doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, just what are you supposed to be doing here, man?
Well, I'm supposed to be looking for a mermaid, who shall shortly ariseth to us, unto ourselves upon her white charger.
Hey, explain yourself, will you please?
I have never made more sense in my whole born days. I have, you ready now? I have come in out of the cold. I'm not in the...
Come to swim with me.
Well, it's more fun watching.
You're an old man.
Yes. Soon I will leave you and find a young man who would like to come to swim with me.
Yes, well, you come back after swimming because there's more stuff in life than just swimming.
You're a Turk. This island is not for Turks. Why do you walk with him?
Well, now, wait. Now, he's not a Turk. This is a prince, an Abyssinian prince from North Philly. He's a very, very dear friend, and his name is Alexander Scott. This is Irina Papas.
What should I call him? Mr. Scott?
Doesn't make any difference.
Okay, Mr. Scott. Come to the house and I will give you a drink.
Now then, Irina is mine. And this island is mine, and sun shines here. Brighter than it does anywhere else. And if you had any sense at all, you'd come and enjoy some of it. Just sit still for a while and let the light come in.
No, I do pays for it.
What are you talking about, who pays?
Who pays for it? All right, you quit the service now. You got no money. Now, how you going to get money? Is your mermaid going to dive in for pennies when the ships come in?
Come on, man. Irina's fixing us something to drink.
Now I'm going over to the hotel and check in. Got to fill out some reports.
Yeah, I bet you do. And like Abu Ben Adem, my name shall lead all the rest. No? Listen, how about I'll see you tonight at the Taverna. There's a place called Rebos, and it means lower depths.
Harris here.
Come on in.
Shouldn't we do the identification bit?
I don't think so from your description. Tall, distinguished looking. That's about it.
No trouble recognizing you either. Tall, distinguished, deep suntan.
Okay. Now listen. What's your diagnosis?
Well, it seems pretty obvious. Beautiful girl, benign climate, 90% ouzo. She's down with a temporary attack of Dolce Vita.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't fit because the man told me he quit the service.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, but you see, that doesn't fit either. Mostly because of the fact that Kelly's been exposed to sunshine and women before. Just doesn't fit.
So what's the next move?
Well, the next move is the Taverna, about 8 o'clock.
Φεύγω πια με καρδιά που θα πονεί παντοτινά. Ξέχασε, πέρασε η αγάπη και πια δεν ξαναγυρνά. Τώρα πια.
Isn't she beautiful, man? Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Τώρα πια στη ζωή μου δεν θα έχω.
Making a steady diet of that stuff.
What stuff is that, sir?
Yeah, better believe it. Not only that, but I've never been in such great shape in my whole days.
Στη ζωή μου δεν θα έχω συντροφιά.
Ouzo.
Truly. That's a great brand, though, because Rena gets that for me in the mountains someplace. Special.
Well, I mean, how do they make it?
Well, they squeeze up a lot of ouzo, you see, and strain it through some more ouzo, and pretty soon you got, I don't know what it is. It's good for you, and you should drink some.
No, thank you. I just stick with my coffee.
Adiós. my song.
Beautiful. Beautiful and sad.
I know there is no love for the Greeks without tears. Except for my Kelly. Everything is a joke. Even love.
I just hope that he doesn't die laughing.
No, no. Perish the thought.
You're sympathia. I like you, Scotty. From where are you two friends?
Huh? Room 314, Pentagon.
What is Pentagon?
The Pentagon, my dear, is a club. It's a kind of fraternity where, see, we have meetings there. We go into room 314, everybody gets around in a circle, sits on a floor, sticks their arms straight up in the air and begins to wail. Oh, it's all gone bad everywhere. It's all wrong. And we, and particularly you guys, have to go out and save everybody and fix everything. And it's kind of like a Lonely Hearts Club.
It's a strange country, your America.
Yes, it's a very strange country. Listen, dude, let's get up here and oh wow with these Kalamakas dancers, huh?
You can't even say it. No, listen, you go ahead, I'll watch. I'll talk to the lady.
Right.
You do not like to dance?
No, I'm a watcher.
He has much joy, my Kelly. He's Greek at heart.
Is that why you like him?
No. I like him because he's a rich American.
Tell me about yourself.
There is nothing to know. Are you and Kelly friends for a long time?
Yes, we've been friends for a long, long time. What brings you here?
It's a sad story. I'd much rather know about Kelly.
Well, what makes you so interested?
I'd like to know.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot of things together. We were in school together, went to San Quentin together, igloo hunting at Perth Amboy, clamming at the Waldorf.
You speak too fast for me, Scotty.
Why, you taking notes?
Hey, how you doing, Groucho? Where's your mustache? You gotta shave. Okay, what?
You ready to head up now?
Are you trying to run my life again? What do you mean, Red? How dare you? This is where I always was, wanting to be, and now I'm there.
Θα φύγουμε μακριά. Θα φύγουμε μαζί.
See, if seven maids with 7 mops here at Santorini got down on the beach, see, and they started to sweep, and they swept for half a year, the walrus said, do you think they could get it clear? Whoa, stay with us now. Here, now, the night is young, sir.
No, sir, it's getting old. We're getting very old. I'm getting old, and I cannot sit around here and watch a loudmouth, sardine-mouthed clown just wailing away. Listen, man, we've been friends for a long time.
Don't hold it against me now, because everybody makes mistakes.
Σε νησιά που θα είναι εξωτικά πουλιά, Yalo, yalo, yalo.
Come here. Listen. Haven't I seen you someplace before? Huh? Haven't I seen you? Maybe in Istanbul. We met in an alley in Istanbul before, didn't we, huh? And you lost to me again, didn't you? Who sent you, Sorgy? Sorgy sent you after Big Bad Scotty. Now you tell Sorgy that I know that he's around here. I know it. Now you tell him! Come on! Hello? Yes, all right, put him on. Hello, Smitty. Yes, I'm afraid it is a little depressing, but there's a little ray of hope coming through. Yeah, well, Sorgy's around here. Yeah. 2 of his men almost jumped me. Yeah, it's all right, though. Yeah. Listen, Harris picked up something for the lab. Will you have the guys take it? Yeah. And do me a favor, will you check out an Urina Pappas? Yeah. Brunette, very, very pretty. Probably comes from Cyprus somewhere. Yeah. Pappas. Uh-huh. All right. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Scott. All right. I'll be down in a minute.
You are Mr. Scott.
Yeah.
Mr. Sorgy says he would like to see you on his boat.
Yeah, well, wait a minute while I go back in and tell the police where to pick up the body.
Mr. Sorgy says you have his word as a gentleman that you will have safe passage both ways.
I accept. Okay. And you have my word as a gentleman that I will blow your head off if you try anything funny.
Scott, thank you for coming.
You're a long way from home, Sorgy.
The world is my home, Mr. Scott.
As if it already didn't have enough trouble. Listen, I don't want to run your business or anything, but the 2 clowns that you put up to jump me in the alley, I think you ought to give them an easier assignment. The last time we met was in a bazaar in Istanbul, and I left them lying in a pool of halberd. It's getting monotonous.
Yes, I know. That's why they attacked you tonight. They were trying to even the score. It was a purely personal enterprise, and I assure you they acted without my orders, and it won't happen again.
I said, well, are you going to dock them or give them 10 demerits?
You've already taken care of their punishment. One of them has a broken shoulder.
Well, I hope he has major medical.
I offer you something to drink, a liqueur, brandy, some coffee, perhaps?
Coffee. What do you want, Sargy?
Oh, many things. Peaceful life.
I believe that. I guess that's the reason why you have a whole long list of dead bodies floating behind you. And before you start to put the squeeze on me, I'm due back at headquarters in Athens tomorrow.
Mr. Scott, the reason I asked you to come over here was so you could accept my apology. I'm very sorry about what happened tonight, and I don't want it to mushroom into some kind of conflict between us, because all I want is some peace and quiet.
And you just happened to pick this little place, huh? I mean, you didn't know that Kelly Robinson was staying here. You didn't know that he had quit the service or that he was cavorting with a little mermaid by the name of Irene Pappas.
Sounds like much more agreeable work than the work he left.
Drop dead, Sergeant.
Mr. Scott, why do you insist on thinking of me as a villain? Why do you persist in believing that I'm sort of a Chicago version of Dr. Fu Manchu?
I know, you're just an ordinary businessman who happens to be dealing in information instead of guns.
Because it's less cumbersome, more easily transportable, and on the whole, a great deal more lucrative.
Sorgy, there's very little that the communists and us agree on, except that what we hate worse than each other are people who believe in nothing but a profit.
Mr. Scott, you are a fool. You work at very low pay in a very dangerous and difficult job for a government that is very glad to pay me very large sums for what you call the products of my corruption. Why don't you just take it easy? Enjoy the Greek sun, which is the finest in the world.
Like Kelly.
Like Kelly.
Will you get my boat for me so I can go ashore?
Yes, certainly.
Yes, Mr. Sergeant.
Get the launch and bring Mr. Scott ashore.
Sir.
And without incident.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Well, we tested for opium derivatives, tranquilizers, barbiturates, negative. There's not a trace of anything we know about.
Well, it's taking my man on a trip, I'll tell you that.
Well, he came to the right country for it. Jason, the Argonauts, Ulysses.
Ulysses. That's what he's playing. He's playing Ulysses. Ulysses stopped off at an island. Sailors got off. They had the Lotus, and they had the ladies and everything, and the guys looked at the women, and they tried the Lotus, and then they forgot all about home and mother. And they spent, it was like a 3-year trip. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't rule out the possibility of some fruit or flowers that grow in these islands, which have the properties of the legendary lotus.
Well, why don't we make it a fact?
What do we do then? Organize a botanical expedition and comb the island?
No, we can, what's that test?
Empiric?
Empiric, yeah. We'll make an empiric test.
Hello, Chico. Hello, boy. Hey, we're going to take a little walk. That's it. Out the door, Chico. Here we go. Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou, I want you to give Chico 2 cc's of that bottle every hour.
You're giving the dog ouzo?
Yeah, ouzo, with a syringe. Would you take him out? Now, you better give me about 24 hours to see if I can get some sort of a positive reaction. So, will you check with me tomorrow?
Right.
From where are you two friends?
Room 314, Pentagon.
What is Pentagon?
The Pentagon, my dear, is a club. It's a kind of fraternity where, we have meetings there. At 314, everybody gets around in a circle, sits on a floor, sticks their arms straight up in the air, and begins to wail. Oh, it's all gone bad everywhere. It's all wrong.
Yes, he is not yet quite sufficiently relaxed, but you're making progress.
You're pleased with me then?
Well, the time to talk about that is when he cries like a baby when his drink is withheld.
He's nice. Sympathia. Why do you want to do this to him?
Does that answer your question? Oh, Swenson.
Yes, Mr. Sergeant.
Go up to the tavern and have that apparatus removed.
Removed?
Yes. Install it up at the lodge. Little Irena is taking her boyfriend up there.
I'll see to it at once.
But why the lodge?
Questions again?
There is only the sea and the cliffs. There is nothing to do.
Nothing, really? Oh, I think I can trust you to think of something. Just to make sure that you're properly chaperoned. Melina will be at the lodge with you.
No. No, no, no. I warn you.
You warn me? I've been warned by half the governments of the world, by the CIA and the GPU and the Deuxième Bureau and...
Now my little Irena warns me.
I will not be beaten by that monster again. If she puts her hands on me, I will kill her.
How? I'm interested.
I will find a way. Promise you I will find a way.
No need for you to find a way. If you do as you're told, you won't be beaten. Let me remind you that there's 15 years in a Turkish prison waiting for you if you'd rather have that than obey my orders. You're supposed to become fond of Robinson. That's the way with women and dogs. But don't become so fond of him that you forget your work. Your work will not be finished until he walks on all fours and makes sounds like a pig.
Any results?
Take a look. Hello, Chico. Come on, kid. Come on. That's good boy.
You thinking what I am?
Yes, indeed. I'm thinking that if this was one of our top agents, boy, he'd tell you anything you wanted to know just so you could keep things nice for him.
Any idea what it might be?
Well, it's one of the hallucinogenics in the family of mescaline and LSD that affect changes in personality. Get values confused.
Mm-hmm. How far can it go?
Well, that's in the realm of speculation. We may be dealing with something whose effect is cumulative. In that case, anything's possible.
If Sorgy's behind all this, which seems to be a certainty, he'll mine Robinson like the Comstock lode.
Well, I don't think so. Not right now. I've seen Kelly, and he's still got the built-in sensor going. He slipped a couple of times, but then he clammed right up.
But can we be sure it'll continue like that? I don't even like to think if he turned out to be unreliable.
No, wait just a minute, Give me a chance. I'll go see him, and I'll take a look at him, and if he's too far gone, then, but I'd rather not even talk about that.
We can't wait very long. Robinson knows every drop on the circuit. If Sorgy finds out that list...
All right, don't rub my nose in it now. Just, give me a chance. Now, an antidote.
I don't know. We're in the dark. Scopolamine, dexamyotron. But you see, I hate to advise you to use them because in combination with the stuff that he's already soaked up, it might destroy him.
Epsilotis! Epsilotis, oh, that's special for you.
No, I gotta walk up to San Francisco Hills again.
Good, life.
Oh, thank you.
Life.
Thank you.
Oh, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you? My name's Alexander. I was looking for a friend.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm Kenneth Harris.
How do you do? How are you?
Your friends left. I only rented the place myself this morning. Very lucky indeed to get it. Why don't you come in?
Sure. Thank you.
A lovely island, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's some speculation among cartographers. It may be one of the islands that figured in the voyages of Ulysses. May I get you something?
Oh, no.
I'm not really settled in yet, but I have some scotch. And I can lay on some tea and biscuits in a jiffy.
No, I'm rather anxious to find this friend of mine, you see. You don't know where he's gone.
No. As a matter of fact, he left some belongings here. I've made a package of them if you care to see he gets them.
Mm-hmm. Well, say, thank you.
Well, I've got them outside.
Right.
Follow me. I bet Sorgy's got trained frigates in there. The receivers built in the antennae.
It's a wonder he even let you have the place.
Or he wants to check me out. Doesn't miss a trick, that man.
No. I wonder where Robinson is.
He left yesterday afternoon with the girl by launch. I'm certain they're headed for a point on the island here. There's an old house there, high up, overlooking the sea.
Mm-hmm.
We've monitored radio messages from the area, and I'm pretty certain it's one of Sorgy's hideaways.
Yeah. All right, well, now, listen, you keep an eye on Sorgy's yacht, and If I don't make it, thanks all the same anyway.
It's nice. It's really beautiful.
Now you tell story.
What story?
Oh, about the Dragon Lady in Tokyo.
The Dragon Lady. Oh, yeah, the Dragon Lady. And Terry and Pat Ryan and Connie and everybody. No, listen, I'm very proud of that operation, if I do say so, which I, of course, should not even mention. Because we busted up that whole operation. From the minister on down to the embassy man from Peking.
And you did all this with Scotty?
Yeah. Him and Okichu. Okichu was the most beautiful geisha in all of Japan. Listen, I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay, we talk no more.
Please come down.
I'm going to take off in a second, my dear.
Please, Kelly. You crazy man, you're going to kill yourself. Please, Kelly, come down. Come down.
I would never fall. Are you kidding? I could fly down there so easy, I would just great enormous circles. I could get down there.
Kelly, please stop.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for his last great number, before he left us, he did the following. Watch him, folks, because at any moment he may slip from his precarious.
Kelly, please, you're going to fall.
Whoa.
Tiliardo! Che tavascado!
Oh, no, whatever you said. No, hey, look!
Ella! Hey! Hi! Crash! Crack! Crash! You know, I would swore she had two of them when she came in. Pasufero, ali batilha. The sound now. Just keep it quiet. Come on. Wait a minute. Listen. Wait.
Wait a minute. Wait, look.
Oh, listen. Go send them away into the night, whoever it is, will you?
Who is it?
Scott. Can I come in? It's blowing out here.
Hey! How you doing, dude? Oh, listen, I thought the floor was higher here or something. Remember? Where did you come from?
Bus tour of the Aegean.
Yeah, okay. Well, that calls for, something for ourselves.
I go and get it.
No. Come on here. You alone here?
Hmm? Well, listen, we have this whole wonderful groovy pad all to ourselves, except for Gorgeous George.
That's how he calls the housekeeper.
It's good to see you, man. I said, a lot of stuff has been, confusing or escaping me, like the time of things. I can't remember. There seem to be a lot of different people. I'm really pretty sick and tired of it. Well, we have to. Oh, wow, the terrain map. We have to get across the terrain map, you see. Remember the way we used to do this when we were trained to do things? I can get out of anything, man. I can get out of anything. I was the best. There was nobody anywhere. He couldn't get up. Show me an edge that brought us right up to the sky. And I can get out of it. Finally, you really have to take it all yourself.
Okay, straighten up. No. Here.
Okay. All right.
Don't call for Melina. I've taken care of her. And all I need is a little excuse from you. And I'll do the same for you. Now come back here. Get back here. It's in the bottle.
I don't know. Melina brings bottles. I don't want my Kelly to drink anymore. But I can do nothing. Say nothing. He will kill me, Sorgi. Or put me in prison. Please believe me.
Better get over there and get some rest. You're gonna need it.
Is he asleep?
Go on, get some rest.
Be all right in the morning.
I probably think he had a bad dream. Or else he may not come out of it at all.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I thought you'd want to know. I've just checked the recorder, and there's nothing at all coming in from the lodge.
What do you mean you just checked the recorder?
Well, you gave me leave to go ashore last night.
How long's it been out?
I can't tell exactly. A few hours, anyway. There was a high wind last night. I have an idea it might have blown the aerial down.
All right, get a couple of men on the launch and get up there right away and fix it.
Yes, sir.
Who? Yes, that's right. Now, coffee immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, did you... I hate to be out of line. Did you do something to me, or did I dream it, or what?
No time, sir, did I do anything. Of course, now, you had a little wine bottle that was full of acid, but it wasn't LSD or something else, something psychedelic.
How long?
Oh, pretty close to 2 weeks. We almost lost you.
The arena. Was there an arena in it someplace?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But she wasn't happy in her work. Sorgy had something on her.
Sorgy?
Mm-hmm.
The magic phrase has cropped up again. What, is that his boat down in the harbor, right?
Yeah.
Wait a second. All the vital statistics are suddenly rushing back now.
Mm-hmm.
A winsome child in a woman's body. Now, is that a quote of mine or not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Isn't that awful? I must have done everything, right?
Yeah.
I sang groove and
Oh, wow.
groovy and oh, wow, the beads, everything, right? I'm ashamed now.
I hope so.
On the other hand, for shame on yourself, because you left this around. I still could have been... Oh, is that right? Did you really do that to me?
Old John Wayne movie style.
Certainly. I was doing Oh Wow the Beads, and you're doing old flicks.
But I had an excuse.
What was that?
You were high.
Yes.
And you had an excuse.
What was that?
You were high.
Certainly.
The boat from the launch is coming. He's all right?
Yeah.
You hate Irina.
No, honey, I don't hate tarantulas either. I just don't like them crawling all over me.
We better go after these guys. You up to handling a gun?
You bother me with that stuff. I need my shoes on. Well, there she goes, folks. True brew right to the end, selling everybody out every second.
You're sorry Irina is not dead.
Hey, that was a crazy thing you did. How'd you do it?
I know the waters. All my life I've been frightened. Been frightened to be a slave to that man. To starve, to go to prison. So if Irina died, she will not be frightened anymore. Maybe she do not die. But at least I saved my Kelly from those men. So he will not think she's so bad.
Where we go now?
You go, get lost.
Where?
Anywhere where Sorgy can't find you. As far as we're concerned, you went down with the others.
Aristo. Goodbye, Scotty.
Say goodbye too.
Buy yourself a dress and then get yourself a ticket out of Athens. And try to straighten yourself up.
I try. Who will let?
Listen, maybe, well, you know, she was very nice sometimes. Maybe, well.
Yeah, it's too bad about the girl. We've gone find her ourselves. Sorry we couldn't save her. Yeah, but you see, now you can really spend a real vacation in Santorini. A real one. Uh-huh. And listen, if you're looking for that lady gorilla, well, you can find her. She's tied up down in the cellar there. Yes, I will. Goodbye. Sorgy wants to be remembered.
I remember him myself many times from his old terrible suits. Listen, how do you spell Scylla?
Scylla.
Of, Scylla and Charybdis?
Scylla, S-C...
Up, hold it, wait a minute now.
I'll give it to you in three letters at a time. S-C-Y-L-L-A.
Like in the city.
How come you want it?
I'm sending a letter to your mom, describing our educational tour of the Aegean, you see, in all of its glories. And I know as soon as she gets it, she's going to go right to the encyclopedia and check me out on the spellings.
Yes, well, make sure you tell her all about the little siren, the winsome pussycat part of Urena.
Hey, listen, I put a little something in there because, after all, you know, your mother likes a little of the Harrison Carroll specials as much as anybody else.
But she will accept all of that from you, you see. But as far as I'm concerned, my spare time is spent at museums and cathedrals, you see.
I hope it would be.
Man, drift out
because
and take a look at such a great thing here. Take a look, Thurman. Wouldn't you say that this is it?
Yeah, it's very nice, man. It's very beautiful, no question about it.
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
আপনি কেন টানতেছেন? আমাকে দেন, আমাকে দেন।
থাক আম্মা জান থাক, আমি তো পারতাছি।
সমস্যা না, আপনার বাসার সামনে না, আমি আগা দিতেছি, চলেন।
তুমি কে মা? আমি তো চিন্তা পারতেছি না কোনখানে বাসা।
আমার সামনে মহল্লা বাসা। আমার নাম লাইলি।
ও লাইলি, তুমি কি আমার চিনো?
জি না খালাম্মা, আসলে আপনি তো আমার মায়ের বয়সী, বুঝছেন না? তা আমার মা যদি এরকম বাজারের ব্যাগ টানতো আমি তো দিতাম না, আমি লয়ে নিতাম।
ও আচ্ছা।
তো খালাম্মা আপনার কোনো পোলা মায়া নাই?
আছে তো, আমার একমাত্র পোলা আছে।
তো চ্যাংড়া পোলা থাকতে আপনার বাজারে যেতে হয় গেলা?
তুমি যে কি কও, তুমি কিন্তু খুব ভালো কথা কইছো। আমি আসলে বাসায় দিকে তো মাঝে মাঝে নিজে হাট বাজার করি। তা আম্মা জান, তুমি কেমনে জানলা আমার পোলা চ্যাংড়া?
ও আপনার বয়স দেখে আন্দাজ করছি আর কি, আপনার পোলা চ্যাংড়াই হবো। এইটা আপনার বাচ্চা?
হ্যাঁ, এই যে আইসা পড়ছে, আমার বাসা আইসা পড়ছে। চাও, তুমি এত কষ্ট করছো, একটু চা পানি খিলাও।
না না, আজকে না, খালাম্মা আরেকদিন আসুন।
আচ্ছা।
আপনি নিশ্চয়ই কষ্ট পাইছেন, তাই না? কষ্ট পাইলে মানে আপনি কইছেন আমারে, আমি যদি না যাই তাহলে তো খারাপ দেখে। তো আজকেই যাই তাহলে।
চলো। আচ্ছা বাজান।
বাহ,
কি আম্মা জান?
আপনার বাসা খালাম্মা খুব সুন্দর, আপনার বাসা।
ও, আমি তো ভাবতেছিলাম তুমি আমার ছেলের কথা কইতেছো। মাশাআল্লাহ, আমার ছেলে সুন্দর আছে না?
আছে আর কি, ওই আছে।
আচ্ছা আম্মা জান, তুমি কি খাইবা? তোমার কি পছন্দ?
আপনার পোলাই কি পছন্দ করে?
ও তো যা পায় তাই খায়।
যা পায় তাই খায়, তার অবশ্য দেখে বুঝে যায়।
কিছু কইতেছো?
না খালাম্মা, কিছু কইতেছি না, মানে কইতে চাইছি যে সবার তো একটা প্রিয় খাদ্য থাকে, তারটা কি?
হ্যাঁ আছে তো, গরুর গোশত। গরুর গোশত পাইলে তো মাথায় ঠিক থাকে না, খুবই পছন্দের।
আচ্ছা কইতেছেন, আমারও গরুর গোশত খুব পছন্দ।
ঠিক আছে আম্মা জান, তুমি বসো, গরুর গোশতই রান্না করবো, দুপুরে সাথে মিলে একসাথে খামু।
আরে আমি এখানে একা একা বসে কি করবো খালাম্মা? আমি যাই, আপনারে সাহায্য করি একটু।
মাশাআল্লাহ, কি লক্ষ্মী মাইয়া। আসো আসো।
মা, মাংস যা হয়েছে না,
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
কি কইতাছস? একটু কি কইলি অসাধারণ, এখন কইতাছস ফালতু। মাথা গেছে নাকি?
খালাম্মা, আমার মনে হয় গরমে মাথা গিলু গলা গেছে গা।
তাই মেয়ে, তোমার সাহস তো কম না, তুমি এনে কেন আসছো?
খালাম্মা আপনার সামনে আমরা ধমকাইতেছে।
ওই তুই ওরে দামগাছ গেলা? হ্যাঁ, ও আইছে তো কি হয়েছে? তোর কোনো সমস্যা আছে? ও জানোস না আজকে আমার এই রান্না বান্না কত সাহায্য করছে?
জানতে চাই না, ওরা এখনই বাড়ি থেকে বাইরে যেতে বলো।
কি কথা চস? এত কিছু কষ্ট করে রান্না করে মাইটা না খাইয়ে চলে যাবো?
ও যদি এখান থেকে না যায় আমি বাইরে যাবো এখন।
খালাম্মা, তোর মাথা নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে গা। আমি বরং আজকে যাই, আপনি থাকেন খান, আমি আরেকদিন এসে খামুনি।
আমার জান, তুই এটা কি করলি? মায়েরা খালি মুখে বিতে দিলি?
তুমি ওরে চিনো না মা, খুব ডেঞ্জারাস।
আমার চিনার দরকার নেই, তুই বেশি করে খা।
তোর খামুই না।
Cô đau rồi, ta sửa cả mày đi, anh chưa lắm. Đừng nhặt nhầm đồ, đừng nhặt nhầm đồ, đừng nhặt nhầm đồ, đừng nhặt nhầm xong. Cô có đủ rồi này. Chả có nào mình cái này có ấn gì cả. Ấn gì ấy? Ấn thần thoại, ấn sử gia. Trốn không? Trốn không? 400 củ này. Vì có phải nữa là 531 củ. Tiền perfect. Perfect. Mini code 416 lap. Qua 400 lap rồi. Rồi. Pháp rồi xong này. Đi lao, con này còn đồ đéo nữa. Còn nào đam phép không? Sát thương phép này. Sát 45 sát thương phép này. Con này full sát thương phép này. Ok. Làm đéo còn là còn một cái kìm có đồ nó đéo. Ok, xong. Cái ai đây? Ba cái thằng kia. Bạn kia có lắc sự láo đấy. Bạn kia có lắc sự đéo dấu ấy. 500 củ thiếu 30 triệu nữa. Thiếu 26 triệu. Mốt nữa thì sẽ được là đủ tiền để trip bớt phân nữa. Lên 6.6 rồi. 6.4 nhỉ, cái mất rồi. Nhưng mà là tầm 6 chấm hơn. Yes. Mày A2 nữa là xong. A2 nữa là xong game. Ui rê. Hỏng ấy. Hỏng đấy. Ui tí cút đánh bóng ạ. Bóng thằng nào ấy. Hộ cái đi. Thằng bốc lửa. Gì tí thua. Chi mình cầm bóng nó tí cút. Cho thêm máu à 19 thì làm chi là mình phải thắng hoặc mình cút một trong hai thằng này. Được vẫn đéo đủ. Đéo ra át này. Thằng này cầm 2 con át. Đeo giết nó rồi. Nó 5 máu rồi, bây giờ thì 15. Nó muốn chết mình chỉ chết. Cái thằng quay con lắc 3 bắn phát trước rồi, con át một chắc cút. Nó cầm át rồi, nhưng mà đéo ra át nhở? Cũng mất 4 con mà. Không tao, một bắn lỏ lắm. Ê, bảo mà, bắn lỏ nét, còn CC. Bị hết tung nữa, trốn.
শুনেন কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়বে।
সমস্যা থেকে ওই দিনকার তোরে হাত খরচে লেগা 5,000 টাকা দিয়েছিলাম। আবার টাকা কি গাছে ধরে?
আব্বাজান আপনি তো কত টাকাই কামান, 5,000 টাকা দিলে আপনার কি হয়? আমি আপনার একমাত্র আমার মাইয়া, তো আমার পিছনে খরচ করবেন না, কার পিছনে করবেন? আমার একটা কুর্তি পছন্দ হয়েছে, ওই কুর্তি আমি কিনতে চাই।
কুর্তি মূর্তি লেহেঙ্গা ওড়না এসব দিয়ে তো ঘর বইরে গেছে, হাঁটুনের বি জায়গা নাই। মন চায় তোর এগুলা নাইজেরিয়া বুলগেরিয়া আর উগান্ডায় পাঠাইয়া দে। আচ্ছা এত কিছু কিনার দরকার নাকি?
কি কইতেছেন আব্বা? একটা শখ করছি, শখের দাম লাখ টাকা। শখ যদি না মিটে তাহলে এই জীবন রেখা লাভ কি? আপনি যদি আমার টাকা না দিচ্ছেন তাহলে কিন্তু আমি কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে নাম লেখা ফেলাম।
আচ্ছা ব্লেড দিয়ে এই কুর্তির লেগে হাত কাটানোর দরকার নাই। আমি বাইরে যাওয়ার সময় তোর টাকা দিয়ে যাব।
থ্যাংক ইউ আব্বা।
আচ্ছা লাইলি, তুমি এরকম প্রতিদিন কোনো পড়াই কমপ্লিট করছো না, আমি কিন্তু তোমাকে আর পড়াতে আসবো না।
আসেন না, আপনারা কথাই কইছি আইতে, আমি কইছি
শেষ পর্যন্ত তোমার বাবার কাছে আমাকে কমপ্লেন করতে হবে।
আপনি আমার বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবেন?
পড়াশোনা করছো না, বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না? অবশ্যই করবো।
ঠিক আছে, আপনি যান, আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করেন, এদিকে আমি ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে আপনার হাতের নাম লেখা রাখবো এখান দিয়ে।
দেখো এইবার না হয় আমি তোমার বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না। কিন্তু তুমি যদি পরীক্ষায় ডাব্বা মারো তাহলে তো আবার আমি শেষ।
ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
দৌড়াবো কেন? মাকে এরকম আতকা মায়া মনে সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ, বললে আইসো শেষবার মতো চুল দাঁড়িয়ে আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা, কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে।
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন।
মানে?
মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়ব। সরেন।
আরে ভাই, নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম, জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই। কি সমস্যা? যাইতে দিছো না কেন?
সমস্যা আমার না আপনার। আপনি মানুষ না খুনি?
মানে?
মানে বুঝেন না? কালকে কি করছেন? কাচির লগে কি মিলাচ্ছেন? পেট খারাপের ওষুধ।
দেখো এখন কিন্তু বাড়াবাড়ি হইতেছে। তোমরা কাচ্চি খাইতে চাইছো, আমি খাওয়াইছি ব্যাস। কারণ কারো যদি পেট পাতলা হয়ে যায়, কেউ যদি হজম করতে না পারে, সেটা তো তার সমস্যা, আমার না।
বাড়াবাড়ি আমরা করছি না আপনারা করছেন? মানে ইচ্ছে করে আপনারা খান নাই কালকে, তাই না? যাতে আমার লগে প্রতিশোধ নিতে পারেন।
আর যদি নিতে চাই সেটা কি দোষ? 3 বার ঘুরি চ্যাম্পিয়ন আমি, তোমার কারণে আমার হারতে হয়েছে।
হারছেন তো কি ইচ্ছে? মাঝে মাঝে কিছু জিতবার লাগা কিছু হারতে হয়।
এই তোমার কাছে হাইরে আমি কি জিতছি? হ্যাঁ,
আমারই জিতছেন, আমার মন জিতছেন।
এই দেখো, তুমি আমার আবার কোনো কিছু তো ফাঁসে দিচ্ছ, আমি বুঝছি। এইসব ফান্দে আমি পা দিতেছি না, প্লিজ।
আমি আপনারে ফাঁসাই নাই, আপনি আমারে ফাঁসাইছেন। আমি তো আপনার প্রেমে পড়ে গেছি ফ্রি মাস্টার। আপনি আমার মারবেন, মারেন, কাটতেও ফালান, কিন্তু আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি, এটাই সাইন্স।
হ্যাঁ, এর জন্যই তো সায়েন্সে মারো ডাব্বা।
যতই অপমান করেন, শাদি তো আপনার আমার লগে হইব।
তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শাদি দূরে থাক, প্রেম পর্যন্ত করতে রাজি নাই আমি। হ্যাঁ, আর এইসব ব্লেড ফেড দিয়ে কোনো কাজ হবে না, আমি ভয় পাই না আর।
দেখো চন্দ্র, তুমি কি করো।
Lắp bằng số phát trên ad thì mày qua là bạn góc kia chưa? Mày đi, mày đi, 40 tháng. Đi gì? Đây rồi, đến được cái giao dòng rồi. Có kiếm đồ xanh. Tốc độ cao vậy thôi, 430.000 quay thì tốc độ cao ấy. Khiếp, 3 thằng tốc độ cao đua nhau à? Anh sắp dừng rồi, anh sắp đến giới hạn. Toàn phí đây. Đua nhau rồi chứ nhỉ? Sao nó bị nhau lên nhỉ? Đấy, 415 này. Lục mới à? 20 này, rồi new record. Bảo mà tận 430 quay. Lục mới tận 430 sửa ra qua 20 quả rồi. Có tiền à? Đây, add 2. Rồi đây. Rồi xong rồi. Một cái đồ thủ à? Phải thủ tượng đi. Nếu có đồ. Thế rồi. Hết rồi. Chi cái xa này. Kéo dài. Giờ còn ID cút lắm ạ. Rồi. Không phải thằng này. ID cầm với cút. Thằng một con là 2 ạ. Add 2 không sao. Vừa đây add 1 sợ đi add. Thằng Oan gãy đồ à? Không sao, mình có hai bên 2 thú tượng mà. Uầy, xét nhảy được ấy nhở? Xét 1 ạ. Hỏng rồi, thua thì đéo không được. Xét vẫn sống mà. Đéo hiểu. Rồi, mình sợ gặp thằng này cút luôn quá. Đéo giết được nó ạ, gặp nó sẽ cút luôn. Khỏe đấy. Chịu rồi. Đánh bài 5, đánh bài xong đấu Long Vương. Sửa khỏe vãi, anh đéo đánh được. Anh gặp thằng anh thua luôn. Đi lao 3 hoặc là set 2 thì còn có cơ hội. Thầy là thật. Rồi cộng 10 perfect cho tao. Thằng cầm át nhỉ? Thằng này cầm một con át. Nếu ra át như này cười rất chịu. Non thì lướt tờ. Anh cần đi lao ba. Rồi gặp thằng này rồi. Gặp thằng ấy rồi. Kệ đi. Thôi anh bay tiếp, anh không quan tâm. Không quan trọng vụ nổ lớn. Đi lê kìa, sợ vãi. Ê thằng này xin xuống đây đấy. Rồi xong rồi, thua rồi. Đi rồi. Đi xin. Thầy lái mình thắng. Nghe cái trường mày thắng. Mày 10% nữa. Mày ngã. Mày ô không được. Đùa tao. Xuống không. Xuống 7 bánh ơi. Nếu được rồi. Chọn nhớ kìa. Không được rồi. Lại lệch thế này. 10 đây. Đó. Nhớ được tiếp à? 3 củ 59 là xem được bao nhiêu nhá. 3%, 4,66 cũng được. Át này. Sẽ át từ này rồi. Ê, chơi xong rồi, đánh trùng bài rồi, thằng này ấn tử thần ạ. Không sao thầy ơi, mình dồn trước là được. Sử thanh hóa. Tôi nói bà. Xong rồi, xoay bài tự động. Đấy mà không. Chuẩn chỉ đấy, chuẩn chỉ mà xoay bài tự động. Go. Bình Chi Linh gọi thầy ơi. Nhót không? Nhót, đét. Cho tao. Ngao vậy. Vẫn đang mày, anh vẫn đang nhảy. Thắng mà. Let me show you darkness. Sai đều. Thầy lái vô á, sao? Captain Vietnamese. Captain Việt Nam. Mày Capture chuẩn không vậy bạn ơi? Chuẩn 2 lần này. Đấy, không 3 lần. Lại nữa ta thể mình tính 3 lần này. 3 lần 1 lần là 4 này. 5 lần này. 5 lần 6 lần 6 lần 6 lần được 6 lần 5 lần rồi 5 chuẩn đi. Còn một cái cung xanh nữa. Đây đi. Cung bài còn gì nhỉ? Có bài yêu đét Long Vương à? Yêu đét sao còn nhiều món đấy. Xuân vợ thầy chưa chạm đất 49 rồi. Xong lần này là quay một vòng rồi mình tại không
আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এলিটে বান্দর
anh bên đây đỏ ta nói cái từ đấy anh bảo trôn à. Tám 3 máu bao giờ anh mới chết. Đừng qua. Kinh ấy anh phát kiếm vào đây của ông. Kiếm anh có tiền sao mát sau mà tầm giờ thì bắt đầu một vụ 2 3 4 3 phải học mà giờ anh học đây là anh phải còn bổ trợ thêm ấy, không mình học 6 giờ 7 rưỡi thôi anh phải để dậy đêm về anh quay cho anh trai hát không phải phải chia tình quay phát xong game này xong hết luôn như game này chết lượt quay game. Thì đừng quay nữa. Không hay là gì làm hình giả không kệ thằng quốc tế thằng này cũng yes lười méo bây giờ chốc về anh đi nha. Galio béo bia ở thần thoại ăn thì cũng vậy. Nhà đéo rồi quan gì nhỉ, bạt pháo xứ xương cá. Cái game này là game mà mình quay này còn dấu quất cơ, một chút 250 game thôi. Sau khi farm game ra 1 tỷ game, anh phải được farm 1 tỷ game rồi. Dấu tục có thay là hay là 250 game gì vậy? Thua này. Còn quan trọng cường ấy. Thằng này đánh hắc ám thần dương mà. Độc cường dấu. Nhưng mà là người farm. Người làm việc phải làm việc. Học ít không tự tắt không học ít đấy, nó không tự lưu đâu, nó học nó lưu vào nhưng mà học ít. Ngày xưa cứu được nó, anh xem cách cứu ấy không, là người ta ngày xưa không có cách mình cứu được, nhưng mà giờ tao không có cách cứu nữa. Anh chỉ tắt nhầm luôn block rồi, anh chỉ tắt nhầm block rồi. Không gọi là flash thì nó làm thế nào, cảnh đấy flash máy luôn nhỉ. Vàng ạ, what the hell, hắc ám đúng rồi, ở đây rồi, bàn tay, nó là phải rồi, làm học đấy, nhớ gì nhỉ? Trời, yes, giờ nhầm. IT được lui. Một năm đi ra 2 anh sẽ level 2 đủ đẹp. Cái gì tự lực kéo vào chết. Thôi anh đi bớt đây, tên map của em đi bớt luôn mà. Bớt là 5. Chiều chỉ là một số lẻ. Chiều ở đấy chỉ là có số lẻ thôi, giờ toàn phạm tỷ thôi. Thuốc này chết rồi. bye bye. Các em gì? Mấy con pet đây, sáng. Mấy con pet đây. Có mấy con pet mà. Cứ make vào cho gọn này, cứ make vào cho gọn nói, anh liều lời xóa lắm. Vẫn ấy, thằng nào 10 không? 7 hắc ám mà. Một anh đéo của ấn hắc ám, để ghép. Nên một ấn, 2 ấn à? Thêm một ấn nữa. Mấy cờ nhau bắn rồi, mấy cờ bắn tiếp từ đất kia. Bắn cho một lần thôi. Qua cho một lần tiếng đây, đấy là nốt bắn bao ra này. Lính bắn này cấm à? Không à, hôm qua tao hỏi đấy thôi, tao bảo là nó gửi link Facebook cho 2 ông anh, nó bảo là có cái gì mà kiểu thắc mắc hay cần xử lý thì nhắn tin trực tiếp cho 2 anh này nhé. Không vào, không có lần tao nhắn 2 ông ấy chả có tiền. Nó block vào đâu. Rồi đấy. À, cũng không quyền năng, cũng không quyền năng. Chuẩn. Chưa, 2 tiếng đồng. Qua chuẩn 2 giờ đồng. Đây đi. Anh mới chơi được 8 tiếng rồi. 6 tiếng. À chơi 8 tiếng, 6 tiếng 4. Mấy tiếng gì? Không, cái là anh treo à. Cái lúc không cưới, lúc không quay anh cũng treo à. Cái lúc mà anh còn chết là mấy tiếng đầu em đã sang là mấy tiếng sau rồi quên à. Liverpool 2 triệu 3 rồi. Và tôi thằng kéo Lào nhỉ. Thế là sao buổi trưa. Đi ra một tuổi mày làm béo với tao rồi. Con nghe đấy chắc kéo ra được mất với tao, con nghe đấy chắc không ra được thật đấy. Quỷ nó chịu được. Quỷ Lam game mình là Linh ở cầm cái ấn nó là gì? Đó là ấn hắc ám. Nên cung á. Là đi cung. Lại cầm đi cung. Xoay cam nó khóc đấy. Để xoay cam lắng nghe tiếng của Linh Minh chúng ta. Xong rồi nó check viết bảo là 2 thằng nói cái gì đấy. Cái bao nhiêu follow? Ngoài là check gửi mày xem bao nhiêu follow. Mày lúc mày nhìn thấy bao nhiêu follow? Khoảng 200 một tháng. Nó bảo là 200 một tháng thôi. Mà cái kênh đang mặt này. Nó bảo cái kênh đang mặt mày là đăng kênh đầu tiên mà nó gọi tao trước, xong rồi nó bảo là mặt mày ấy, kênh đang ở phim mà.